Hey guys, Popular Boat here, and today I'm playing some more Hearts of Iron 4 with Red France. Now, we are at 1938, about halfway through. Germany is currently getting ready for demanding the Sudetenland of Czechoslovakia. We're playing ahistorically, and we are about to get going. Now, since last time I've added a couple of mods, one of which I had with the earlier recording sessions, which makes the tank models twice as big, and the second one removes the fog of war over other maps, so I can actually see what the terrain is before we are right on top of it. Okay, how is our country going? We're working on our focuses, working on our research. All of our productions are pretty much solid. We're getting ready to get radar set up. How are our buildings going? Building a couple more civ factories, couple more military factories, and then a whole bunch of radar along our important areas. We're playing on speed 3. Stuff is probably going to start kicking off pretty soon. So I might want to increase how many guys we're actually training up. And I really want more points to be able to get our divisions modified to how I would like them. Well, let's actually add a couple more. Our manpower isn't that great, but I figure that we can fix that sooner than later. How you doing, Matt? And also, oi oi oi. Add a couple. Oh, yeah, those mountaineers. Mountaineers take a lot of manpower, but we do have a lot of mountains. Yeah. Let's get a couple of more regular divisions training. We'll spit these guys out and actually get this collection of guys exercising. I don't mind if they burn off some of their equipment, because we can just rebuild that, and getting the extra army experience is going to be very valuable for us. Okay, how are we looking for our powers? We do have very limited conscription. Let's see if we get any additional... Yeah, so we're currently doing motorized focus, but our next focus down our political line will give us an extra 1% recruitable population. I'm also from Perth. And welcome, Excelsior. Thank you for the follow. So we'll get some extra recruitable population soon, and that'll bump our manpower right back up, and we may not have to jump all the way to extensive conscription for a little while yet. How are your evenings or days going? Evening for Matt, and I assume just past lunchtime for you, Excelsior? We've almost got better infantry equipment. Well, not quite. Buffed infantry equipment, I should say. These guys could use a bit of training themselves too, actually. Yeah, mid-afternoon. I was close. Germany's off to Sudetenland, Italy's working on industry, UK's working on some destroyers. Okay, it's still... oh, it's getting close to 38. We could go for weapons 2 and get that improving, or just get support weapons 2 for the buffs. I think we'll do that. Actually, how are we looking for construction things? More production would be nice. Getting all of those. I do... Oh, we've already got fighters. I'll have to make sure I'm actually building these fighters. Have you been enjoying Girls and Panzer? It's quite a... It's been a while since I watched it, but I watched all of it in one day and it was a lot of fun. Still super expensive for doctrines. Yeah, let's go for improving our industry rather than our weapons, and the next thing that finishes we will chuck into... Oh no, that's still ahead of time. Okay, let's grab that while it's in time, and the next research in 5 days we'll chuck into that. I think once I finish this playthrough I'll do an Australia game, just because I had a little experiment with it and it seems like it can be doable. Watched it all in one sitting too, including the film. Wish there was more. Yeah, definitely. Was the movie good? I haven't actually watched that yet. I only just found out about it very recently. Let's improve... Oh, they're both the same duration. Let's actually get synthetic oil experiments, because then we can get more of our resources covered, because we're still importing oil, and if we can start producing our own pretty early, that would be very useful. Resume the game. Now, I found out recently that when the Demand Sudetenland event fires, there's a chance that it can be refused, and if it gets refused, there is a chance that there's an assassination attempt on Hitler, which can result in Nazi Germany not having Hitler at the head of it, which is quite interesting. Though according to the internet speculation, it's possible they may end up doing Season 2. Usually the speculation says they wouldn't with most animes. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay, so they like expanded the crew. We're missing production of naval bombers and we have some demand for them. I might add... What's that experience? Let's add fighter ones to production so we can get those upgrading. No need so many mechanized until we're back in combat. We still need some equipment 1. We'll get some planes being built, we'll get some naval bombers being built as well. Here we go. The Munich Conference. German demands for Sudetenland region of Czechoslovakia, where a significant number of ethnic Germans live, have come to a head. Hitler has positioned forces along the border in preparation for an attack. The British have made it clear that they have no intention of going to war over a quarrel in a faraway country. It's really not that far away at all, considering that's like the length between cities in Australia. Should we follow their lead, or will we honour our obligations to Czechoslovakia by offering them support? We can leave them to their fate, and they won't like us, or we can burn political power. We can condemn the aggression, that improves our relations, creates the French faction which we want, Czechoslovakia joins the faction, and we gain base national unity. I think we're going to do that. This is a alt history campaign after all. Sudeten crisis. German demands for Sudeten border territory in Czechoslovakia has come, which is home to a considerable German minority, have intensified. A rift has formed between France and Britain, with Britain accepting the German claims as reasonable, while France has not. The French have informed a new The French have formed a new alliance with the Czechs and threatened Germany with war should its troops violate the border. Plot twist. That's gonna fuck Germans up a little bit. Okay, so now I need more manpower, so we're gonna go for national mobilization. Main group gets up to 8 tanks of their own. All in all, it's a good film with the same feel as the original series. Started watching Opet. I have not heard of Opet. What is it about? Seems like Hitler has lived, if that event had fired. Okay, we've got our focus set, let's resume. How is Germany looking for forces? They're considerably bigger than us, but with the help of Czechoslovakia, they left the fucking faction. Well, sucks to be them when they get stomped. Wow, okay. Clearly they don't like us being communists. Well, okay. I think I've heard of a few of these kind of things happening for animes. I can't believe that event put them in a faction with us, and then they're like, yeah, no, we don't really want to be in the faction. Okay, let's have a quick look. We have our infantry divisions, our alpine divisions, don't have any supports. I would really like them to have some support. Artillery is probably the best bet. At least for now. How are our tank divisions looking? The stupid fucking Czechoslovakia. That has to be... That shouldn't be allowed to happen. Because... Okay, stupid game. Let me just fix up these things and then we'll deal with this situation. So our tank divisions already have those. I would like to have more tanks in them, but that's going to cost more than the benefit is for now. Let's give these guys some artillery. And Czechoslovakia would rather be a part of the Allies. Well, good luck with that. Stupid Czechoslovakia. Alright, let's watch Czechoslovakia dissolve. They had their chance to be safe, but no. There really should be some kind of modifier so the AI won't back out of a faction immediately. Because that's a bit silly. At least Germany's gonna have to fight for Czechoslovakia. Oh well, we gained bonus national unity. We put them in a faction with us and they pulled out. We currently have no allies as we are the French alliance. Actually, do we have anyone in our faction? Nope, just us. So that event would have put Czechoslovakia in our faction and then they bailed out. Apparently we're not a good enough faction for them. It's probably just because we're communists, they're democratic, so they're really not keen. Silly, silly. And they're not going to get invited to the Allies, so... we could actually send volunteers to them. Limited to 4. Yeah, let's send a few volunteers. Because I would like to be able to help them fight back the Germans a little. So let's find 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is there... I want trained mountaineers. Let's go new division. I want you. I want you two. And I want a seasoned tank crew. You guys can have this guy, I think. And let's send them over. Oh, Czechoslovakia is even guaranteed by Britain. Like, come on. Oh, they are at war? Ah, okay. No, we haven't made any puppets yet. Let's send these volunteers over. So the Czechoslovakia isn't part of the Allies, but Great Britain is at war with Germany now. This is gonna make an interesting series of events. Once we have the strength, or Germany's getting beaten enough, we can push Germany back. And we will make everyone communist. Cool, even adding artillery to all our basic divisions hasn't cost us too much more in divisions. We now have some encryption. It's almost 39, so let's start doing our production. And these guys will jump in the war very soon. It's interesting that they're not being invited to the Allies. I'm curious to see what what Britain is actually going to do against them. I may actually move this navy so we get a bit more vision of that coast. And make sure our fighters are set up. Now that we're actually building them, I'll increase this up to like 400. Okay, our guys have arrived in Czechoslovakia. Whereabouts? Whoa, they landed straight in Prague. Okay. Let's get them building up a defensive bonus. Game is unpaused. We should be turning the tide of that battle because Germany won't be able to fight that off. A tank and mountaineers. We do have very low organisation though. I might bail them out and bring them back once they've got that back. There we go. Pretty much recovered. We have decryption, that'll help us in combat. Let's go for more industry. I don't really care about them being repaired at this point because we don't have any broken. Oh, weapons 2 is tempting. I want more production. Whoops, already doing that. Let's get increased production cap, or efficiency cap. Get our guys back in the capital. They're crossing across a river, and we're fighting on multiple sides now. We have they have air superiority, a decryption advantage, attacking from multiple angles. Why are we getting attrition? Bad supply. Okay, supply is getting wrecked. We have full planning bonus. We should be able to at least hold this city for a while. I don't like that we're out of supply though. Okay, if they lose this province, we're moving back to here and getting the fuck out of that city. I don't want to get surrounded. That being said though, we can push back. Oh right, we're being attacked, so we're not moving. We're strong enough to be winning these fights, which is good. We just have to not get surrounded. That's my biggest concern at the moment. Let's see if we can reconnect to those guys. Don't like that we're out of supply. Now we're going to be even more out of supply. That's less than ideal. Let's change some of our visions. Might actually add some more tanks onto this now. Actually, let's go engineer companies since we're going to be, well, we're currently defending. Or even onto the Alpine. Let's chuck them on the Alpine, and we'll just we'll hold out as long as we can. If we can connect back up, that would be good, if they would actually stop attacking for a minute. Okay, let's get out of there. We'll retreat to here, build up a bit more of our organisation, and then push back to here. Because there is a city there, so that'll give us a bit more supply in this region. Cool. We have another 500,000 manpower. We don't want to join the Comintern. That'll give us the option to create factions. But I think it's time we... I think we need more air force to be able to fight the Germans off when the war starts. Well, when our war starts, I should say. Okay, we're there. Come on, tank. Let's get pushing to there. Japan is destroying the Axis. Cool. Did we get those guys back? Yeah, cool. We're getting our guys back. Czechoslovakia has disappeared, and that war has ended. So Britain will be no longer at war. No, they're still at war. German war on the UK. Let's see if that is still in effect after this, after time passes. Yep, okay. Back to holding the line, I guess. Since these chumps are gonna do their thing. Now, are these guys fully trained yet? Almost. Reich is declared on Yugoslavia. They'll probably join the Allies soon. Maybe. Yep, Yugoslavia's in the Allies. I'm a bit more nervous now because the Germans are very strong in men against us, but we do have a front to be able to push into their lands. It kind of just depends if they're going to try and declare on us or not. And if England is actually going to land any people on their coast. It's interesting that they haven't gone for Poland at all. We can get a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union. Won't be war between our countries anytime soon. Okay, our volunteer forces have made it back. Let's send some to Yugoslavia. We can send 5, so where is our little army of 4? That's you guys. Let's add lots of mountains. Let's add another mountaineer if we can. Do we have any well-trained? Yes. Now the goal is to kind of influence wars a bit, see if we can manipulate things around. I'm actually quite surprised Germany's just completely ignoring Poland and going their way down, but I suppose Poland has a little bit of resources, but it's not as nice as all of this aluminium. That being said, I don't know how much Germany has in excess at the moment. Research of support weapons 2 is almost complete. Our production of things is keeping up nicely. We can use more planes, but that is almost always something we can use. Let's increase the cap for how many we want in Paris. Calais. So for air zones we have northern France. We don't need all of these fighters in one spot. So I could move the ones away from Lorraine, but they're going to be covering Western Germany. These guys are kind of to cover the channel, but we need southern France to have some people there too. Okay, our divisions have arrived in Yugoslavia, and I think that is a good time to take a break. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope you're enjoying. Leave some comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the links below, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.